Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. This is the last video of our Q4 prep series, and I'm winding it down with how to know your numbers. Not just how to know your numbers, but like how to know what you sold last year, what you want to replen, so many things that Seller Board helps with. As a reminder, I have my whole Q4 playlist here on YouTube, so you can watch all of the prep series to see everything you want to prep. And these are new videos I did this year, and there's still the 2023, and I think there's even a 2022 Q4 prep playlist. So I do cover different topics, so you can binge watch and get all the prep you need for this Q4. I know the Q4 Bolo group sold out, but there is still the regular Retail Arbitrage year-round Bolo group. It's a month-to-month subscription, so you can join it this Q4, hang out with us there. There's still going to be leads. There's still going to be chases. It's still going to be an amazing time to source and sell on Amazon, and you need that community during this crazy time. So check out the Bolo group at yoursellingguide.com/Bolo. Okay, so this video, I had a couple questions come up about Seller Board, so I thought it'd be a great time to, answer those questions and show you how to do some stuff in Seller Board. But why you need Seller Board? Seller Board is the most easy way to see your Amazon numbers. So in Amazon, you can run reports and see what sold, but they don't have your cost of goods. They don't really tell you how much money and profit you're making. It doesn't pull in the shipping that you did for FBM. And I'm going to be a broken record here and say that FBM is the most important thing you can add to your business if you're not currently doing it this Q4. It will most likely play a heavy hand in how much profit you make this Q4. So you definitely want to FBM. But what's cool about Seller Board is it tells you how much profit you made after the shipping, because the shipping flows right through from Amazon into Seller Board. Okay, jumping right into Seller Board, I am showing you, I've already filtered it to my Q4 2021 to kind of show you, because this is stuff well old. Like some of it might be Bolos this year, maybe it's not. I know you've heard me talk about this sun-ripe fruit thing, because it used to make a lot of money, but last year not so much. But anyways, if it's there, scan it when you see it. So I wanted to just show this really quickly. So normally when I would log in, it would be, well, let me just go to my current month sales. So I'm having a slow August, y'all. But anyways, so this is the current sales that I've done. And you can see all the products I've sold. I mean, you can't see them, but I can see them, or you would see in your own desktop everything you sold. But what's cool and how I love to use it, and you might have seen me use it last year when I was sourcing for Halloween costumes, is I will do the custom range. Then let me go ahead and go back to Q4. And then you just go ahead and hit filter, and now you can see your custom range of whatever month. So you can do by month, you could do by day, week, whatever you want to see. You can very easily see it. What's cool is you can also see all of the Amazon fees you paid. So in Q4 2021, I did $72,000 in sales. I sold 2,480 units. Anyways, you would see here the transportation cost. So I paid $974 of FBA shipping fees here. I'll show you FBM in future years so you can see where it is. The refund costs for Q4, and then all the Amazon fees. So this is kind of cool. You can see it's not cool that I paid $22,000, but you can see that I paid $22,000 in Amazon fees. So you've got the FBA fee, the referral fee. What's good about FBM is I would have saved $10,000 by you wouldn't have that FBA fee. So just something to consider. Again, why FBM is great. The inbound transportation costs, FBA shipment carton level info fee. So that was a fee that I paid to Amazon to not have to say what was in each box. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. Storage fees, the subscription fee, shipping holdback fee, all the friggin' fees you pay to them. Reversal reimbursements, warehouse damages. So you can see that's a positive. These are positive. So these are numbers that Amazon reimbursed me for. These are numbers that Amazon took my money for in the fees. Then you can see cost of goods. So to have $72,000 of sales in Q4 2021, I had cost of goods, almost $30,000 I spent on stock that sold. This is, I guarantee I spent more than that, but this of what I sold, I spent $30,000. So you can kind of get an idea of how much money or how much revenue or gross sales you can do based off of how much money you have to spend. You can kind of reverse engineer it a little bit by using Seller Board. You can look at what's cool is as soon as you get it. So they have a 2-month free trial, which is crazy. That's an awesome free trial, 2 months. You don't even have to put your credit card information in, and you can start using it. YourSellingGuide.com/sellerboard to get the link for the 2 months free, or you can go to the video show descriptions. You can get it, and as soon as you get it in, it's going to pull everything, all your past sales. All you have to do is enter the cost of goods. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But once you do all of that part of it, you're going to see, so you'll be able, even if you get it today, you'll be able to go back to whenever you started selling and see all of your fees, how much profit you made, everything. And so you can kind of use it to gauge and forecast for how you could potentially do this Q4, what goals you might want to set, what numbers you want to hit based off of your sales. Let's see what else. So you can see the net profit. I made $16,000 profit. It's just so crazy because this last Q4, I made $30,000. So 21, 22, 2 years later, I've doubled my profit. And, this year I have a $40,000 profit goal. So even more. So it's just crazy to see. I was thrilled with this profit, but it's just crazy to see how much I've grown in 2 years. You can see my margin, my ROI. My ROI is a little bit low here. 56%, and then margin of 23%. So you just get a look at all of your numbers, which for whatever reason, Amazon does not have in their system. So Sellerboard is great. Again, 2 months free, and it's really affordable monthly cost after that. Okay, so scrolling down, once you've gotten, that's the first dashboard point, right? So then you can see, I know I've talked about this, I haven't talked about it more recently, but this was a 2021 chase from the Bolo group that was in the Bolo group. I don't even know if I can't remember now if it was in the Q4 group or not, but it was definitely a Bolo shared, and I made $1,400 profit just from that one item. When you click this more info, it pops up. It tells you how much sales just for this one unit, this product. So I did $4,000, almost $5,000 of sales, didn't advertise it. I paid $686, $700 in fees, again, because I don't have that FBA. I only have the referral fee and whatever the shipping holdback fee was. My referral fee. So I didn't have to pay that extra fee on Amazon. I spent $2,000 on all of the products that I did find. And then we've got the total profit, ROI 70%, margin 29%. That was such a fun one to buy. I literally, shippers, the big cardboard that hold them. I literally found 2 of them at one Walmart, and I was finding them here and there at other Walmarts, but they fit perfectly in a padded envelope. It was amazing. Took forever to pack them up every night, but it was so much fun. You can see Gabby's Dollhouse. That was a big year for Gabby's Dollhouse. And you can see some of the other Bluey. I don't really sell Blue anymore. It doesn't really make any money. But these Pick Me Pops, those were cool. I found them you can see the ROI right here. 153% ROI. I found them at TJ Maxx, on the bottom shelf, and they were already old, they weren't making them anymore. So that was a really good find, 40% margin on that one. And then these cherries and these sun fruits. It's fruitcake mix. So this is just a free Bolo for you guys. If you happen to see them, I would scan them. But what I use Sellerboard for, and what I wanted to show you is to get the freaking ASIN, because there's so many listings for this stuff. And I want to list on this stuff the same listing I listed on in the past. So I'm sure you guys are aware that Amazon is just sending out restricted products, seed and nut glitches, all kinds of things are hitting us this year that's just maddening and crazy. So with that, I am actively deleting stuff literally right after I sell out of it. I go through once a week. I delete all my old products, because even though you're sold out of it and you don't have it anymore, you can get hit. So Brago, whatever that shampoo, conditioner, you can find it at TJ Maxx. They restricted it, but if you have it still, you're able to sell it until, don't quote me on this, I think it's September 18th. If you have ever sold it, go through your account now and delete and close the listings. You want them gone out of your account, because you will get some account health dings once that date hits and they become restricted again, and you will get in trouble for having them even though you're sold out. So make sure you go through and delete those. So because of this new thing, this was not a thing. I never used to delete my old stuff. You might have even heard me if you've seen all my videos. In the years prior, I used to say I don't delete stuff. Now I delete it actively all the time, because I don't want that headache on my account. What's cool about Sellerboard is that I can pull up the listings when I want to replenish it. So it makes it really easy to find the ASIN I was listing on before, because this sunripe red and green cherry glazed candy fruit for baking, that one, there's like a listing for 3 and like 3 of each or 2 of each or whatever. There's a million different listings. I want the listing I know I sold on in the past. I want the listing that I know is a good listing that works. And so I always use it in store when I need to find a listing, because it's no longer in my Amazon account. I can't find it easily using Scoutify, but I can use it. I can find it really easy using Sellerboard. So I'm going to get onto my phone now and show you how I do it. Okay, so same thing here. I'm going to search and filter. I always, because I never remember what day or what year I actually sold it in, I just go ahead and filter all the way back to the beginning. And then right here is where I unselect everything and say I'm looking for a costume. And now I can say, oh yeah, it was this girl. I need to know, oh, that clown also does good every year. Like if you want it, whatever the listing is that you wanted, or maybe you want to go all of your listings. But when I'm in store, this is how I'm doing it. I'm going, okay, I need that listing. I need those ASINs, and then I just hit apply. And now it's going to tell me when it loads, like those costumes I selected, I made $150 profit on it. But I can click here, and now I can pop it into Keepa. I can pop it into my Amazon. I can pop it into my buy list on Inventory Lab, and I can use it now to see, like, add it to my buy list, or I can look on Keepa, see if it's good or not. Like, I can do whatever I need to do, but it would take me, costumes specifically, take forever to scan, because you can't scan the UPCs. You just have to like look, you scan it like a photo, you scan the front of it, and it's really hard. So I use, anytime I'm like, I already know I sold it, let me just grab the ASIN, I use Sellerboard in store all the time. I also use Sellerboard to forecast. So just 2 weeks ago, I placed a big wholesale order to order products that I want to sell, and I had my last year's numbers, so I know how many I sold last year, so I know how many to order this year. If you need to replen stuff every day before, or not every day because I don't go sourcing every day, every time before I go sourcing or before I want to place more replen orders online, I go through and I see, okay, how is this product selling? Is it actually making me money? So let's say I wanted to replen. So let's say I needed to replen these sunripe fruit mixes. And this year I want to know, how deep should I go in them? So I can see that, we'll just pretend this was last Q4. Last Q4, I sold 107 of them. So this Q4, I may be like, oh, cool, I'm just going to order 100 from Walmart right now, or maybe I'm going to order 20 right now because I know they're going to sell. But with the price thinking, I'm not totally sure, and I don't want to go too deep in them right away because I don't want to spend all my capital on something to have it tank, which in this example, they did tank in 2020. I didn't even really sell them in 23. 2022, the next year, the price tanking was maddening, and they actually didn't make any money anymore. So even now, I would recommend like just testing out a few. Like, yes, I know it sells, so I'm going to go ahead and clear this one Walmart of them. But before I go run out to all the other Walmarts, I'm going to send it in, see how it does a little bit first. So you can use it to kind of forecast out that way. And like I said, anytime I'm going to go place reorders for OA or even a little bit of a wholesale, I am going here to see, what did I do? It's a great data analytical tool that you need to use in your business, so you're not just guessing, making smart decisions based off of data. Really quickly, I do want to show you how you can upload the cost of goods. So I just noticed, for example, this one, for whatever reason, I didn't put my cost in. So you can see it was $4.99. I got it at Ollie's. That's how I make my SKU. You can just enter the cost and then hit enter there. And now the cost will be there. And now that it has the cost of goods, I can see the real true profit, because without the cost of goods, you don't have a true profit. And I can see that I made profit $46 on the 22 that I sent. So even doing quick math in my head, I don't think that was very good. The other way you can enter in your cost of goods manually is you would just come to the products tab. You can toggle cost of goods. Then you'll get everything. First it goes to the high ones. Then you'll get everything that does not have a cost of goods. So you can just manually, again, based off of my SKU, I can see it's $4.25. I know you can't see it, but I can see it. That's $4.25. So I can enter manually the cost of goods this way. If you ever have a product, and then you would hit save. If you ever have a product where, so this example, this is super old. I got this way back in Louisiana. I don't even remember the store, but it was something with a PM. Anyways, if you have a new cost of goods, so let's say I got this, what did I say? $6.70, but I need to add a new period because actually, so up until today or yesterday, it was $6.70, but now it's actually costing me $9.99 to get it. And now it's going to upload. So now we have the cost of goods that is based off of the time period. So if I ran my report, anything that I sold in the past would have that cost of goods. If I need to look at the price from beginning of August to end of August, it's going to have different costs of goods, and it's going to take all of that into account. So that's really helpful to know. The other way is you can actually import your cost of goods. So when you hit import here, it's going to give you a file template. So you can download the template, you'll enter your cost of goods. Hopefully you make your ski like I do, where you can see your cost of goods. You just enter the cost of goods and then re-upload it back onto Seller Board, and then you'll have all of your cost of goods manually uploaded. You could do that once a month or however often you need to do it. So there's a few different ways. You can do it on the dashboard screen, you can do it on the product screen, or you can do an upload in the product screen to get your cost of goods in. One last thing, if you make your own listings or bundles like I do, is you want to be using this autoresponder feature. So it's under campaigns. I have it set up so you can see I have 31 current bundles that I'm sending this email to. And basically it sends this very generic, like, how would you rate this product? And it's giving my bundles product page reviews, which is really helpful in getting them to rank and getting them to sell. So Seller Board has this, I just scratched the surface on everything that it can do. I have a full video of everything it can do. And even then, I'm probably missing some stuff. And they do have some exciting things that they're working on. So hopefully by 2025, they're going to have ways to send in our shipments with Seller Board. There's just a lot of different things that they're working on. So definitely check out Seller Board, if for all else, to know your true profit picture. You can enter in your expenses. Like I pay for all my different softwares. I have that in my expense. So then you'll see your profit and your net profit and your gross profit are going to be two different numbers, because one is taking out all those known expenses to get a true business picture of your Amazon selling business. So definitely check it out. Again, yoursellingguide.com/sellerboard, and you can get 2 months for free. And so you can know how you're doing this Q4. What products are selling? What did you sell? I didn't even get into the fact that on the app, here, I'll show a photo. You can see what you sold today, like with the photo of it, or what you sold this month with the photo of it. So during Q4, it's so essential to know what you're selling. So when I go to Walmart, I know, oh yeah, that's selling like hotcakes. I need to go get more of it. Or, oh, I even check it like, hey, is this selling? Like when you see something on shelf and you're like, oh yeah, has that been selling? And I look on Seller Board and see, oh, no, it's not been selling, or the profit's not there, or it's just not worth it anymore. So it's really helpful in a variety of different reasons. And like I said, it's super affordable, and it's only going to help your business during Q4. So check it out, and definitely join us in the BOLO group this Q4 to know what to chase, know what we're selling, know what makes money. It's a great time, and I know you're going to love it. So until next week, happy sourcing.